If something's on your mind, let it off, let it off. If something's on your mind, let it off. It's time for this week's On My Mind. Hey everybody, it is time once again for this week's On My Mind, where I tell you in 10 minutes or less what has been on my mind this past week. If this is your first time hearing my voice, On My Mind is just many episodes within my Shine with Kendéll Lenice podcast. So if you haven't heard the real podcast, Shine with Kendéll Lenice, please subscribe and tell your friends. That way you'll get to hear Shine with Kendéll Lenice's as soon as they are uploaded. And you'll also hear the special mini episodes of On My Mind like you're listening to right now. Okay, so what's been on my mind this week is the end of a decade, the end of 2019. If you go back and listen to my Shine episode, Reflection, and I talk about my life in 2019, the extreme highs and the extreme lows of 2019, you can go back and hear that full podcast. But on my mind this week is just really thinking about the close of 2019 and what has happened the past 10 years. A lot happens. I remember turning 38 at the beginning of the decade, and now I'm 48. In 2020, I will be obviously 49, God willing, and so on and so on and so on. So just thinking about 2019, all the lessons I've learned, all of the lessons I've taught, all the lessons I've ignored, and all the wonderful people I've met, and the wonderful people I had to let go in 2019. 2019, ending the year and ending the decade, it allows you to think about yourself in different ways and think about the year and think about how you started it off and, how you're ending it and what you've done in 2019 to make a difference. And that's what's been on my mind. Just thinking about everything. It makes us mortal human beings. It makes us feeling human beings. It makes me, just think about life in a lot of different ways. And as you get older and as everybody around you gets older, you think about the important things in life. But on my mind all week has just been, I can't wait for 2019 to be over. Although I can't wait for 2019 to be over, I'm grateful for having a 2019 and seeing that through to the end, because a lot of people did not make it to 2020, my father included. So I think about 2019 like sometimes negatively, but then it's all positive in the end. Because you're still here, I'm still here. So I'm thinking about the difference that I made and the impact that I made in other people's lives and my life included. So I'm grateful for 2019, and I'm happy also that it's coming to an end. So we can turn the new decade and I can turn the new leaf on life and go into 2020 unapologetically who I am and who I was called to be. That's what's been on my mind this week. What's going on with 2019? It seems like this year has really flown by. And then on the other hand, it seems like this year went forever. In 2019, each year I try to make myself better. I try to make my businesses better. I started a lot of businesses in 2019. I planted the seeds for businesses for the next year in 2020. And I have grown so much in 2019. I'm thankful. I'm grateful. I will be going to 2 churches today, 2 New Year's Eve. I don't want to say sermons, celebrations, whatever you want to call it. I will be going to 2 different churches. I don't think that you can have too much God and too much praise and too much thanks and too much, forgiveness and too much faith to go into another year. Personally, I don't go out clubbing and all of that for the end of the year. The end of the year is all about reflection to me and ways that I can go into the next year better, and really thinking about what I have grown through in 2019. So all of that has been on my mind this week. I would love to know what's been on your mind. You can always email me at KendéllLenice@gmail.com and tell me what's on your mind. Again, don't forget to subscribe to Shine with Kendéll Lenice so you can listen to the live shows every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But they are beautifully uploaded to all podcast platforms. Anywhere you listen to your podcast, you can listen and subscribe to Shine with Kendéll Lenice. And if you don't know anything about podcasts, ask the young people in your life, hey, how do I get this podcast someone told me about? Trust and believe they will help you get it. All right, this is the last on my mind for 2019. I will see you in 2020. God bless. On my mind. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of On My Mind. Don't forget to subscribe to Shine with Kendéll Lenice, which airs live every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Catch the playback where all podcasts are played. For more information about Kendéll Lenice, visit livingtruelivingyou.com or ladymotivator.com. God bless.